Alright, so here's an article from The Gamer. Cammy's classic outfit should never have been brought back to Street Fighter. Cammy got a much needed makeover in Street Fighter 6, but now her old outfit is back for revenge by Stacy Henley. Alright, so these gaming websites can't die fast enough for me. Alright, but anyway, Street Fighter 6 has received critical acclaim ahead of its launch this week. And even before we could get our thumbs around it, the character models were generating a lot of discussion. Cammy switched her iconic green, swimsuit, right? I think it's actually supposed to be a camouflage leotard, but in reality it was lycra that barely covered anything. In any case, it was switched out for leggings and a cropped jacket, which covered her up a lot more, but also looked much better on her. The reason why this person is saying that is because she's more covered up. It isn't that the outfit looks better on her. It's that the outfit covers her body up more. Now the old outfit is back and it's gross. Of course, this person would say it, and it's funny to me. All you have to do is Google Stacy Henley, and essentially you're looking at Bill Paxton with glasses, a wig, and lipstick. This is not an hot outfits on hot women take. Yes, it is, because basically what this person is doing is trying to pretend that, oh yeah, I like sexy women in video games and they're hot. But the difference is all the other outfits, all the other characters that this person is going to mention are all fully covered, whereas Cammy isn't. And I'm telling you, this writer is in competition with Cammy. This is not an hot outfits on hot women take. I will be meaning jury and will take no questions on whether her feet are a factor in that choice. I want Christy Monteiro in Tekken 8 with a cross-chest bikini top and capris with slits in the thighs. I have a series of articles declaring my love for the Pokemon Serena. A love that is entirely physical and weird and degenerate. Taylor Swift's leotard-clad chair dance for vigilante shit makes me need a cool glass of water, and when I see it in person, I might pass out. I'm not against hot women looking hot. Yes, you are. Part of the reason I died so much in Hades was to meet Megara so often, and when Electo showed up, I went all Tex Avery. I very much approve of hot women looking hot. The problem is, Cammy looks stupid. No, see, this is the quiet argument again. She doesn't look practical. It's clearly, like a male fantasy to see a woman dressed the way Cammy is dressed. And she's showing more skin. And again, the person who wrote this article is trans. I was talking about this when I talked about the Fat Aloy video and how there was a lot of trans people on Twitter who were mad at people complaining about how Aloy looked when they, made her fatter and they deglamorized her face and all that stuff. And they were all basically saying, you don't get to decide what a woman is. And it's like, look, weirdo, we're straight men talking about what we find attractive in a woman. A trans woman doesn't factor into that. So this screed about, oh, Cammy looks stupid because, well, here we go. Let's go further. This outfit has always been kind of weird. No, it hasn't. But the extra details in Street Fighter 6, the solidification of the cartoonish realism the art style aims for, and the game's penchant for dramatic low angles all combine here to make it appear ridiculous. No, it doesn't. There's no one complaining about this costume. What you have to do is go to YouTube, look at all the comments. Everybody loves this outfit and how she looks in it. I'm sure there's, male feminists and like weirdos who are ashamed of just finding a fictional character, or even just a real woman attractive, but whatever. While her new outfit is cool and fresh, the return of the classic look is extremely dorky. How is it that a woman, double cheeked up, great legs and thighs, super hot figure, how is that dorky? Again, all you have to do is Google Stacy Henley. So dorky, in fact, that it comes with a built-in wedgie, and she didn't even need to remind the teacher to assign homework. It's quite the achievement. Cammy has a washboard stomach and powerful thighs, and still manages to make showing her ass off seem like absolute loser behavior. Only a trans woman would say something that ridiculous. And actually, most trans women wouldn't say that. It's only these SJW gaming journalists who would find a hot woman in a leotard, double cheeked up, like I said, as being a loser behavior. And again, it's because, even if it's a fictional character, they don't like the idea of women being appealing to men, straight men. So it's loser behavior because basically Cammy is a pick-me because she's showing off things that a man would like to see. The fabric disappears into a dark void between her cheeks in the front, where a thin strip of tight fabric barely covers her crotch. Is no better. Don't worry about her crotch. Like, you're the last person to need to be worrying about her crotch. Cammy's wind pose has put her arm behind her back in a threatening pose, as if tensing her fists ready to strike. However, having seen it with the new outfit, it's clear that its true purpose is to cover her butthole. If your outfit choices require you to make conscious decisions about your movements in order to avoid exposing your butthole, you are wearing the wrong outfit. Nope, if she wants to cover her butthole, fine, but she can show everything else off. That's not to mention all of her high kicks and grapples that see her fly barely covered crotch first and... Oh, that's not to mention all of her high kicks and grapples that see her fly barely covered crotch first into her opponent's face. This was an awkward sentence, the way they wrote this. I don't think that the new outfit's all that great. I mean, it's whatever. She got the little Union Jack jacket, but I don't think it's all that big of a deal. Once upon a time, I could see how this would have been an attractive look for Cammy. It still is. Back before we could see everything, a tight leotard and bare legs was a good fit for her military origins, while offering more sex appeal than a frumpy soldier's uniform. But now that we could see so much more of it, it's clear that the outfit doesn't work. It works just fine. Nobody's complaining about it but you. It's only back for raw fan service. And here we go. And it no longer has a place in Street Fighter 6. Again, this is what I'm talking about. It's because of the fan service. The fact that you have to use this term fan service as if there's something wrong with appealing to your fan base is a problem. And I just hate how the idea is like, only a fan likes sexy women. I didn't know how long it has a place in Street Fighter 6. This person doesn't get to decide what has a place in Street Fighter 6. And perhaps I shouldn't care so much about an optional additional costume. But the thing is, I don't care so much. Yet you spent this time writing this article. I just think it's very stupid. It's very stupid to have a sexy woman be sexy in a sexy outfit. Again, this is an issue with a trans woman not wanting to compete with an actual woman. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. If anything, it's a relief. Seeing the classic outfit in Street Fighter 6 is the perfect reminder of why the game needed to evolve in the first place. If it takes Cammy having a massive wedgie for holdouts to realize the game needed to move forward with fresh looks, maybe it would all be worth it. I laugh because I'm like, again, this person is not speaking for gamers. This person is speaking for themselves and, other SJWs. No one has a problem with Cammy's outfit. And all you have to do is just look online and see what they're saying about how sexy she looks in the classic outfit. Like, this idea that, oh, now that we can actually see more of her sexy body, now we realize it's actually really stupid and looks ridiculous. And again, I mean, this is part of, and I don't even get too much into it, but it is funny to me. So I was thinking about this TERF thing, and it's like, trans exclusionary radical feminists. And it's like, it's a slur or whatever. It's an insult. It's like dismissing somebody. You don't like trans women as feminists. And it's like, why would you? Like, what value does, like, seriously, what value does a trans woman offer to real women? Like, what do they have to say? Like, what are we going to get out of listening to a trans woman talk about what it means to be a woman? They don't, their relationship to the world isn't what it's like to be a woman. It's what it's like to think you should be a woman. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I don't care if this trans woman doesn't approve of a sexy outfit on a female character. I don't give a shit. And this, like, silly idea, the way they end it by saying, well, at least now that you can see more of her ass, people will actually take a step back and realize this costume was always ridiculous. It's like, no, stupid. That's not how it works. You could dismiss it as fan service, but it looks good. Nobody cares. And you're not speaking for gamers.